most successful female Winter Olympians of all time by winning her 6th gold medal in cross-country skiing. Four-time Olympian now has 3 golds from the Sochi Games and a career haul of 10 medals.
Marit Bjørgen has cast an impressive shadow over Sochi, the Norwegian claiming her 3rd gold of the Games.
Marit Bjørgen, yet again, the 6th time for her in her career.
Adding to his golden plunder, Russia's Vic Wild carving to victory in the parallel slalom.
He made their hearts sing on Wednesday. Today, everything is groovy.
Julia Dumovic left her run late, but that didn't matter.
Well, how did she do it?
Austria's celebrations continuing on the slopes. Mario Mart scorching in the slalom.
And he gets it. Oh, dear.
Russia's relay team worth their weight in rubles after romping to victory.
Takes the Russian Federation to gold in the men's relay.
The Netherlands have seldom been matched for sheer speed on the ice in Russia, that dominance enduring in the team pursuit.
And that is a new Olympic record.
Not to be outdone, their female counterparts shattered another mark.
And that is a new Olympic record.
Nick Vinden, SBS World News.
So, taking a look at the medal tally, and the host nation is perched at the top thanks to their exploits overnight, while Canada is leading neighbours the USA in an enthralling fight for bragging rights. Well, drama in the A-League this afternoon as last-placed Melbourne Heart defeated first-placed Brisbane Roar. After an hour of uninspiring football, Mate Dugandzic set up Dutch import Orlando Engelar to volley home the game's only goal. Heart has now won 4 matches in a row after winning just 1 of 16 to start the season. Brisbane has now lost 2 straight to unfancied sides. They remain atop the competition by just 4 points. The Melbourne Victory is hoping an ankle injury suffered by Socceroo Tom Rogic isn't as serious as first appeared. There were huge howlers in both of last night's games as the Wanderers beat Perth 2-0, while Rogic limped off in the Victory's thrilling 4-3 win against Adelaide.
The fans had barely settled in when the avalanche started.
It's in the back of the net from Sergio Thirio. What a start for the Reds.
A Spanish strike at one end, a Brazilian beauty at the other.
Restores parity.
Adelaide had the last say in the first half, Thirio chipping home for a 2-1 lead. He was excited, the coach ready to take off. Tom Rogic was grounded within minutes of the second half. Friendly fire had the Socceroos whiz kid in agony. An optimistic Kevin Muscat thinks he may play in China on Wednesday.
We won't take any silly risks, but if there's a possibility that he could be fit, he'll be travelling.
Finkler levelled for victory for a second time in the match before a goalkeeping howler saw them hit the front.
To Thompson away. Galekovic has missed it completely. Thompson should score here. Archie Thompson makes it 3-2 for Melbourne Victory. A dreadful moment for Eugene Galekovic.
A victory waltz followed as the home team passed their way through for a 4th. In Perth, the Wanderers scored a goal through Mateo Polyak to get the ball rolling. It was William Gallis's contribution, though, that's set to be a YouTube sensation. 321 games in the Premier League and 84 internationals for France. Goes to show it can happen to anybody. Vince Hammerley, SBS World News.
Melbourne Victory has been crowned champions in the W League after a 2-0 win over the Brisbane Roar. Victory dominated early with Matilda striker Lisa Devanna opening the scoring in the 38th minute, followed shortly after by a long-range strike from midfielder Lauren Barnes. Brisbane couldn't get back in the game in a scoreless second half as Melbourne held on to its lead.
It wasn't just the attack, it was the whole team today. We really were the whole package, and it was, for me, I think we absolutely deserved to win today.
It's the Victory's first championship after finishing runners-up to Sydney FC last year. A stoppage time winner from captain John Terry has preserved Chelsea's lead in the English Premier League. Arsenal and Manchester City kept the pressure on the Blues, while Manchester United also won. But it was a late Chelsea strike that stung Everton at Stamford Bridge.
Chelsea welcomed an Everton team chasing European football, and against a disjointed home side, it was the Toffees that edged the lacklustre first half.
Terrific hit and a fine save by Cech to deny Leon Osman.
The Chelsea custodian thwarted the same man after the break, but as the match wore on, the pressure on Everton keeper Tim Howard's goal grew.
Ivanovic!
And in stoppage time, the hosts grabbed their reward. The skipper keeping Chelsea top Mourinho's unbeaten home record, now 74 matches. In North London, Arsenal stayed hot on the Blues' heels, thanks largely to a double from the returning Olivier Giroud. The Gunners down struggling Sunderland 4-1. Thomas Rosicky with the pick of the goals.
Rosicky! Special goal!
Yaya Touré's 70th minute strike against Stoke was enough to keep Manchester City 3 points off the summit. And Wayne Rooney celebrated his lucrative contract extension with Manchester United's second goal in the 2-0 defeat of Crystal Palace. Andrew Reid, SBS World News.
Still with football, and Barcelona has surrendered its lead at the top of La Liga after a shock defeat at Real Sociedad. The Catalans needed a win to go back level on points with Real Madrid, but Sociedad stunned the defending champions with 2 second-half goals in less than 5 minutes. The 3-1 win moved Sociedad to within a point of the Champions League places. An Israel Folau hat-trick has helped the Waratahs seal a bonus point win over the Force in their opening Super Rugby match. Folau scored 2 tries in the opening 40 minutes, his first one coming just 60 seconds into the contest. New South Wales stretched its advantage to 11 points at the break when Bernard Foley's missed penalty was pounced on by Alofa. Folau completed his treble in the final 15 minutes as the Tars ran out 43-21 winners. Last night, the Reds became the first Australian team to win a match this season with a 27-17 victory over the Brumbies in Canberra. The Queenslanders seized the initiative with 2 first-half tries, fullback Aidan Toa providing a highlight with his sensational run to the line. The home side fought back in the second half, but a late error by Jesse Mogg handed the Reds another try, securing them the 4 points. In Europe, there's a 4-way tie on top of the Six Nations after England beat Ireland in London. Danny Care's try put England up with 24 minutes to go at Twickenham, and there they stayed. 13-10 the final score. England, Ireland, France and Wales all have 4 points from 3 games. In Rugby League, the Sydney Roosters have thumped Wigan to win the World Club Challenge in their first serious hit-out of 2014. Michael Jennings was brilliant for the NRL Premiers, scoring 2 first-half tries as the Roosters led 18-0 at the break. He added another one in the second half from a Wigan error, the final score 36-14. The Roosters start the season proper against Souths on Thursday week. To cricket, our Australian captain Michael Clarke isn't giving up on victory in the second test, despite his side facing a huge chase. An unbeaten 93 from Hashim Amla has put South Africa 369 runs clear. That came after Australia copped some of its own medicine in the first innings.
A fearful blow to first test enforcer Mitchell Johnson summed up the contest's reversal of fortune.
The whole of South Africa thinking at last we've returned the compliment.
A dubious DRS decision sent Steve Smith on his way. Nothing doubtful about Haddon's departure. The Australians bowled out cheaply.
Catch that, he does!
The Proteas lead looking a little less imposing with both openers gone.
That's a nick. It's got him.
But fears Amla was due for a big score was soon realised.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
A nick from Duplessis brought De Villiers to the crease.
Lovely shot. Wow, that's as good as it gets.
And some dangerous waters for the visitors as the gifted pair took control. Some De Villiers experimentation ending the 55-run stand. Amla pressing on, his team in the box seat going into day 4. Although forecast rain on day 5 could influence the timing of any declaration.
We'll see, I think, after the first rings break, after the first sessions, where we are, and then take it from there.
Take as many wickets as we can, and then whatever we're chasing, we need to bat our backsides off, I guess, to get there.
But the odds of reaching that destination appear stacked against the visitors. Gareth Forum, SBS World News.
Jason Day is closing in on a $1.7 million payday at the WGC Match Play Championship. The Australian is into the semi-finals in Arizona after seeing off former British Open champion Louis Oosthuizen with a hole to spare. Day has taken to desert golf like a duck to water and will move to number 4 in the world rankings if he wins the tournament.
I've always loved match play ever since I was a little kid. You just have to grind at it and keep fighting until the end, and I'm just glad I got it in, and look forward to tomorrow.
Day now has Ricky Fowler to contend with, while evergreen Ernie Els takes on Victor Dubuisson in the other semi. In tennis, Rafael Nadal is through to the decider of the Rio Open after a thrilling semi-final. He had to come from a set down against compatriot and world number 40 Pablo Andujar to win, the third set tiebreak finishing 12-10. In Dubai, Venus Williams claimed her 45th career title with a 6-3, 6-love victory over France's Elise Cornet. Cornet beat her little sister Serena in the semis. The first races of the World Superbike season have seen victories for Eugene Laverty and Sylvain Guintoli at Phillip Island. Irishman Laverty's victory in the first race was the first ever race win for his team, Voltcom Crescent Suzuki, but he couldn't finish the second race because of a technical problem. Pole sitter Guintoli claiming victory when the race was red flagged. Guintoli leads the Riders' Championship after one round. Round 2 is in Spain in April. Tour de France champion Chris Froome is delighted with his form after surging into the lead of the Tour of Oman. Finishing on a tough climb, Froome broke away with 2 kilometres left and powered home to establish a 26-second lead in the overall standings. He's in the red jersey for the first time in the race and is set to retain his title in tomorrow's final stage. And that's it, Sport Living.
Thank you, Craig. Coming up is the